Have you ever had problems starting your car? Are you worried that one day that dodgy battery is going to leave you in the lurch? Watch to the end where for £10 I show you how to diagnose and solve these problems for good. Right, so just before we get into the video, bit of a disclaimer. I'm only going to be talking about petrol cars and diesel cars. High voltage EVs, they're just not my thing. I've got no experience in them and no real love for them either. So underneath this Renault Clio, we can see this is the battery, and deep under here is the alternator. I'll see if I can get a picture of that in a minute. And this little guy in my hand here is our multimeter. This is going to check the voltages for us so we can check our battery health and check the alternator is charging the battery. Now, these multimeters may look a bit complicated, but they're really simple devices, and for under a tenner they're really worthwhile having tucked away in your toolbox. But before we start using it, I've produced this to allow people to understand in a little bit more detail what the 12 volt system looks like on a conventional car. So very simply then, the car battery is used to start the engine then rotates the alternator, which is an electric generator, which in turn recharges the battery and also runs all the electrical loads in the car. Things like your lights, your car stereo, and if you're doing really well for yourself, maybe you've got heated seats, they're all run off the alternator. So testing the battery of this car, we've got a reading of 12.1, 12.2 volts. This is a really good example of a car that's been sat up for a little while and the battery's at the very lower end of what we would expect. Ideally, we're looking for a voltage of between 12.2 and 12.8 volts. So now we know the battery's okay, we're going to test the alternator. So starting the car up, we get that alternator turning, and then we're going to repeat the test we've just done and check the voltages. So now the car's running, the alternator's turning, the stereo, the heater, all the lights are on, and the voltage we're getting back from the alternator is 14.3 volts. So I'm happy with the health of this alternator, with a good range being between 13.5 and 14.5 volts. So looking under the bonnet of this car, say slightly different car, slightly different setup, but the same rules apply. Just want to show you this one because we've got a good view of an alternator here. You see the belt turning there? That's what's giving the battery the charge and running all the electrics whilst your engine's on. If you've got this far in the video, firstly, thank you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps small channels like me grow. This BMW, being slightly more modern, has a slightly different setup again. I'll just quickly show you under here. So the battery's tucked out of sight. You can't actually see it. It's tucked away underneath the scuttle panel. But under here, you can see these two terminals, a positive and negative. And again, all the same rules apply. Here's another example of an alternator, but whilst we're under here, we're now going to do the crank test, where we check the battery voltage under the starting load. So pause my multimeter, I ask my glamorous assistant to turn the engine on. And if you were watching the multimeter there very closely, you would have seen the lowest voltage achieved was 8.9 volts. This suggests to me that this battery is coming towards the end of its usable life and in the colder weather could really struggle to start the engine. No immediate issue, but one to keep an eye on. Obviously I couldn't finish the video without having a look under the bonnet of the channel favourite, the Mazda Bongo. Underneath the bonnet of this one is a very different setup. You've actually got two batteries under here in what's called a split charge system. The battery on the left is used for starting, the battery on the right is a leisure battery, which is actually measured under 10 volts, so needs replacing. So you know me by now, I'm not going to go and buy a new one. I've hit Facebook Marketplace and ended up paying £30 for this pretty much brand new battery. That'll do the van nicely. It's been on charge overnight and quick reading of 13.1 volts. So this battery is in good condition, it's fully charged. Let's get it fitted into the van. So the new battery's in and fitted, charging well, so both batteries are now back to where they should be. And with the help of this little multimeter, we've saved ourselves another costly visit to the garage. With these few quick tests, we've checked the voltage of the batteries, we've also tested the health of the batteries under load, and we've also checked the operation of our alternator. I think for a cost of £10 and a few minutes of anyone's time, it's well worth the peace of mind, knowing that when you get to the destination, your car's going to restart again for the return journey home. If you've made it this far along in the video, thank you again. Here's a more detailed information sheet which covers everything that we've mentioned in the video. Thanks again. If you would like to see more videos from the channel, you can click on the links here and here.